Just gonna get you guys a nice stream here. And want to express some viewpoints here. Wanted to share that respect for people, caring for people, caring for yourself, self-control, soul, truth, it's all interrelated, and the way to be conscious of it is through understanding of the self, chakra activation, which I described, but there's also other elements and little subtle things that happen which I think influence whether people are going to be healthy or not in their life, whether they're going to be... Check out the view here, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. You know, what the theme, my theme here is going to be joy and being classy, because and being like, you know, having it, just feeling like you're you, and see, people mistake this, that you need money in order to really experience your life, maybe because they're identifying with costly things and they hope that they're, you know, they think they only feel good if they reach certain material possessions or relationships or associations. But it's all about the language that you use to describe yourself and others, the roles that you know, you play with each other, and the as your people, as your and people's mother and father and dominance, and it results in anxiety and not feeling like you're your own person. Real joy is a result of feeling a sense of freedom that you can be your own person, and you know, that's not possible. It's not possible unless you figure out a way to do that. I've done that. I presented on the newrelationships.com website, but I wanted to just do a little overview on all of that today, and talk about the Dreammate a little bit. Like, what are things that really make it easy to identify, oh, this person is the right one for me. For me, it's for example, are you willing to, like, would you look forward to different forms of intimacy, not just physical, but like, or not just like intercourse, but like oral sex, closeness, hugging, romantic. You know, this is all stuff that, you know, you wouldn't want to do with anyone random, just your special person. You know, Dreammate. Dreammate is somebody who you can be yourself around. But in order to identify that, you have to be confident in who you are as a person. You know, you've got to know who you are as an individual. And so things like, for example, me, I don't want to have pets. That's an absolute. You've got to identify your absolutes. I do want someone prefers a vegan diet. That's, you know, those are absolutes. So identify those for yourself. you know. And but things like, you know, your dream mate is somebody who you'd rather be with even when they're older and or rich or poor, and you'd rather be with them more than, say, a younger woman. And you see, for example, these guys trying to have interest in these younger women. The reason I believe it is the full moon there. The reason I believe that's the case is because they don't care about women. I think that the reason for people being disrespectful and even worse towards women, especially men versus women. Sometimes it goes the other way, but I think it's because of the psychological. You know, it might not be a conscious thing, but it's a psychological thing where you hate the idea of somebody being your authority. But the problem is that you don't realize that labeling somebody as your aunt or mother or father, it makes it, at least in my life, it's made me angry at these people. And even if in theory they were good people, whatever, it just to label someone your authority, it makes you want to contradict them, even if they have good advice for you and whatnot. It's better to, as adults, make your own way. And of course you can communicate to each other, and as you're older, in high school and whatnot, you can say, okay, I'll help you provide for your needs, but you've got to meet these certain expectations, because I'm providing for your needs, not because they want to be like your mother or father for the rest of your life. No, it's true love. Okay, they say that's love. That's not love. That's just a business exchange. It's a business of raising a child. True love is when you're independently operating, and you're Hello, guys. All right. When you're independently operating, then you can voluntarily be nice to other people. You know what I mean? And you can choose to, hey, I want to be this person to be in my life in an egalitarian, equal sense, not in a role-playing sense of mother, father, son, daughter. And basically, this is just how it plays out, and I think in order for it to transcend that we have to do what we easily can, in order to transcend conflicts in the world. Here's the moon here. That's cool. To be able to want to be, care about each other, respect each other, requires strategy. Like, for example, when you look at people and you can walk in with a ring on your finger, it's just a powerful thing to be committed to your dreams and be able to respect others. And there we go. You want to be able to respect others, but it takes strategy. You've got to think. The default of the ego is to think about. The ego thinks that it's cool to be mean, or it's representative of somebody's power to be seducing people and everything. But you don't even. First of all, it's if you're giving your energy to someone who's not your dream mate, you know, you're giving your energy to somebody else's dreams. You know what I mean? And so, in respect for yourself, you really gotta upgrade. Like I was saying earlier, this idea of being high class or whatnot, it doesn't necessarily revolve around money. Of course, money is associated with responsible and self-control behavior, right? But it's also other things that I think people should learn before they even learn about money. That they should learn things like exercising for activation of the third chakra, power. Listening to music. That wave there. In fact, I want to get down there and check out the wave action here. The guy jumped in there, that was cool. Get some cool wave crashing over here, What a sight, though, over here, Okay. So... cool little effect here. You can see the rock separated. Just jumping in there. There's a big wave coming in here. Watch this. Roll up. It's coming. Oh, come on. That was exciting.